Guys, I actually missed my intro song, the Snow Aligo one. But it's copyrighted, so. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all of the beautiful comments on the previous video and engagements on social media. So, I have my braids done. Obviously, it's not my cousin because she's in Durban, and I had to find someone else to do me. And I like them. I think they're growing on me. I didn't like them when I left the salon, but now they're growing on me. I like them, but I obviously will not love them because I only love my cousin's braids, okay? But yeah guys, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys are fine. I apologize for not posting a video last week. We had a baby shower, my sister's baby shower, and this is the very first grandchild in our nuclear family, so there's absolutely no way I could have compromised. Yeah, so that's what took my time the whole week. But anyway, today's topic is navigating change, basically the ability to adapt. I've written quite a few things, but basically this is a conversation about change. I feel like change happens constantly in our lives. Every time we take a turn, there's change. We blink, there's change. And whether it's good or bad change, it requires a different you. Not in the sense that you have to change the essence of who you are, but it requires a different approach to life or a different perspective of life. You can't be the same person in every situation. Every time life changes, it requires you to change so that you can approach whatever situation that is at hand in a better way than before. How do we navigate around change and adapt and be able to still bloom in that change and not be controlled by the situation at hand? And there's 5 or 6 things. I call them steps because I feel like you have to do what's above before you can be able to have access to the next. So for you to be able to adapt in any given situation, I feel that it's very important to first accept the situation that you're in. For instance, I'll make a lot of examples about my life right now. Me being home in this moment, if I fail to accept that this is where I am and I have done everything I could do to not be here in this moment, this is it. This is where I am. Yes, I could have a better life after I've had a better life before, but this is where I am right now. If I fail to accept that, then somehow in a way I'm just putting myself in a cage, and not accepting means you are not living in this moment, right? You could be living in the past or you could be living in the future, and living in the future is great for manifestation, but you can not only manifest, you need to manifest while doing the work. And I don't think you'd ever be in a position of being able to do the work properly if you don't even know where you are in this moment, or you're not accepting where you are in this moment. So I think it's really important for you to accept new relationship, lost relationship, new work, lost work, anything, any sort of change that's taking place in your life. You need to just accept that this is the case. So now that this is the case, where do we go from here? You know. And another thing I think people miss out on, I think I used to be like this back in 2020 when I was home. I thought that me accepting that I am home is me accepting the life and thinking that this is it. There's nothing better than this. Is me basically settling. I thought that me accepting that I'm home in this moment was me settling. But there's a difference. Settling means that I'm saying, okay, I'm in the rules. This is the life. There's nothing I can do. I could just marry anyone and have kids, and that's it about my life, you know. But accepting is me saying, okay, this is what's going on right now, but what can I do in this moment to get to where I want to be? I hope you guys really get that. But acceptance. Secondly, when you have accepted your situation, I think the next point is awareness. Basically, so here I wrote that be conscious or cautious of your surrounding influence, but basically it just sums up the awareness thing. You need to be aware of what's actually going on. You've accepted that this is me in this moment, but now I am being aware of what's going on. Being aware is very important. It's more like studying the situation around you And I wrote be aware of your surrounding influence intentionally, because sometimes you find yourself in an environment that you didn't ask for, an environment that you would never ask for, but maybe that's where you're supposed to be in the moment. So learn the environment so that you don't find yourself in a position where the situation is making you be what it wants you to be instead of you being what you want to be in the situation. I really hope you guys get that. So being aware, there's certain things that happen. For instance, making another example about being here. There's things that I really, really admire about the rules, and then there's things that I really, really hate about the rules. First of all, the environment. I love the culture, the fact that people are the fact that people are so united, that people are so supportive. Like when everyone's literally gonna come and cook and sleep over at your house, just helping around, respect. Every kid is gonna greet everyone on the road. I love all that culture, but there's things that I really hate about the rules. The fact that there's a lot of jealousy and people know everything about everyone. They know what I'm studying. They know what year. They know what module I failed. And I don't like the fact that there's that culture and just jealousy. My child can't do better than your child can't do better than mine. There's all that bad, just jealousy, negative vibes. And I need to be conscious, because if you choose to not be aware of what's going on, then everything comes in. You allow everything in. Whereas if you are aware of what's going on, then you block what you don't want and you allow in what you want, right? So stay aware of what's going on, even if it's a new job, right? And you're at a new environment, there is a certain culture of the job, and you choose whether you want to adopt that culture, social culture of the job. Obviously the work culture you have to adopt so that the work grows, but the social culture of the job, anything, choose what you want. I can easily allow the culture of the rules to influence me when it comes to respect. I love being respectful. I love being taught or being raised as a domesticated girl. So stay aware and choose what you want to let in, what you want to be influenced by, rather than you being influenced unconsciously. So having accepted the moment, what's going on in the moment, and be aware of what's going on in the moments, brings us to a third point, which is basically find yourself in the present moment, right? And finding yourself in the present moment basically means what is life for you in this moment? What does life look like for me in this moment? Yes, I can't have what I aspire to have, but this is what I have right now. So what does it look like? What is it? What do I want it to be, in this present moment? And when you find yourself in this moment, I think this is very important, that it doesn't necessarily mean that you are neglecting the core of you. You can still be people. You want to work for this company, or you want to own a company, you want to have a show, you want to have this and this and this. But I can't have that in this moment, but I can only do things that can build up to me to get there in this present moment. So who am I in this present moment? And what can I do to still be and still feel alive and still feel like I have a sense of purpose in this moment? And me, for example, I'm just doing YouTube, because that's one thing. YouTube for me is work. First of all, I have to find a topic, and sometimes finding a topic means reading certain books, watching or listening to certain conversations. So it keeps my mind working all the time. It's unlike me just waking up every day and saying, I don't have anything to do, So it keeps me going. It's still building me up the same way I would have wanted to be built when I was in the city, So find things like that, like who are you in this present moment? And sometimes, just sometimes, who you want to be, who you are in this present moment might not even look anything like who you want to be in the future. I remember 2020 when I was here, I was teaching kids English, and I hate teaching, but I just felt I could use that opportunity to give children a different perspective of life. So even when I'm making sentences, examples in class, I would make them so that children were able to see themselves in a different way and see their abilities and capabilities. You can always find something in something that doesn't even look like a future that you aspire to be. So if you want to have the ability to adapt in any situation, third point is find yourself in the moment, but while finding yourself and who you are, do not neglect the core of you. The fourth point is live, right? Because if you haven't accepted if you're not aware, if you haven't found yourself, you're just there and life doesn't make sense and you're just walking dead every goddamn day, right? So finding yourself gives you an opportunity to live. The same thing you could have done at your happiest, you are able to do at your worst. You are living. And living in this moment doesn't necessarily mean you're waking up and just eating and back to Makwana and you come back, but it means you doing things that excite you. And I forgot on the third point that sometimes finding yourself in the purpose, it's not easy. And sometimes you might not find yourself, but at the very least, make sure that you find things that used to make you happy, or things that make you happy, or things that keep you alive. If it's going to nature, like I did on the previous video, do that. If it's singing, if it's going to the beach, whatever, then do that. And those things that excite you, that keep you alive, are going to help you be able to find your purpose in the moment, and purpose will lead you to a greater purpose for yourself. There's no moment that shouldn't be lived for, regardless of whether it's good or bad. So I think that's it. You just live in the moment and hope that everything will turn out right. And I promise, guys, this is what I do all the time. This is what I've been doing. The reason why I'm here, being able to do YouTube, I'm speaking of something that has worked for me. I've been doing just that. I've accepted that this is where I am, and I stay very aware. And the awareness part, I'm not even gonna lie, it's a fight. It's a big fight, because you're fighting for your career, you're fighting for your well-being, and then now you have to fight the surrounding influence, blocking the negative vibes and trying to take in the positive vibes. So just be ready for a fight, and it will keep you at a better place. It's not as easy, but it will keep you moving and in a better position mentally, emotionally, and just in life in general. So yes, and again, in everything that you do not neglect the core of you, your big dreams. These things that you are going to do when you are living, trust me, they will all build up to you getting to where you want to be. I'm certain that me being here doing YouTube right now, doing creative work for people, is in no way not beneficial for my future. It is definitely a build up, it's a step ahead. So do just that, and I promise you, you will be fine. So yeah, I think that is it for today. Thank you for being part of my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share my video. I thank you and love you guys. Mwah. Kingdoms are falling, angels be